Hi, you are welcome to our video training series on Microsoft Excel for procurement and supply chain management. Procurement and supply chain management professionals work with data on a daily basis, comparing the bids of competing suppliers, tracking suppliers' on-time delivery performances, or we are analyzing the history of our own purchases. Microsoft Excel is an important tool that can help us to use data to track performance, understand our spending patterns, and make informed decisions. My name is Anderson Dumlenagbe. I'm the Vice President of Corporate Procurement Academy. I have over 25 years experience working in the supply chain, and I am a member of the Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply Management of Nigeria. The topic that we're going to discuss today is should cost model. How to use Microsoft Excel to build a should cost model. What are we going to learn under this topic? First, we'll learn how to build a should cost model using Microsoft Excel. 2, we'll learn how to apply the auto-fit column width command in Microsoft Excel. 3, we'll learn how to apply the right number style to a number. 4, we'll learn how to build complex mathematical formula in Microsoft Excel. 5, we'll learn how to assess the competitiveness of our suppliers' pricing. And finally, we'll learn the different uses of a should cost model. Okay, let's go. What is a should cost model? A should cost model is a procurement tool that helps to break down product or service pricing into estimated cost for each component of the cost. It is an estimate for what a product should cost based on the research or market survey that a purchasing professional had conducted. Why do we need a should cost model? It is a good idea to conduct a market survey on a product or service before purchasing it. In fact, the best practice is to develop a bill of materials for the product or service for which we will obtain bids, and then create a quote yourself to compare against the bids that you will receive from your suppliers. This will keep you abreast with current market prices for the product or service that you intend to acquire. How do we build a should cost model? That is the purpose of this training. First thing you will do is to identify the pricing component of the item or product that you intend to acquire. And in this lesson, we will pretend that we want to purchase 100 units of special safety jackets. This one we used to call coverall. We will need to figure out all components of the cost. Such components may include the amount and price per yard of the clothing material, the amount and price of the sewing thread, the cost of services involved in the packaging of the coverall, the amount of labor hours and the labor rate that is involved, the amount and price of buttons that we're going to use, and finally the amount that our supplier is going to charge us to cover his overhead cost and his profits. We start this should cost model by applying the auto-fit column width feature of Microsoft Excel. Why do we need that? If you see from this column, you discover that it is too tight. What is inside the column is not visible. If we open it, you will discover that the items inside expand or extends beyond that particular column. So we need to increase or adjust the sizes of each of the columns so that we can see what is inside each of the cells. And by so doing, we use this feature of auto fit column weight. So by using that feature, you will first of all highlight the entire worksheet by clicking this rectangular box that is by the side of your column A and on top of your row 1. Then you click on your home tab. You will navigate to your cells group. This is called your cells group, and click on format. This menu will open. You select auto fit column width from this particular menu, and your columns will adjust to fit what is inside each of the cells. Now we can see what is inside each of the cells. That is how to use the autofill column width in Microsoft Excel. Next thing we're going to do is how to apply the different number style. Changing number style in Microsoft Excel will help us to identify the purpose of each of the numbers. What we'll do, we'll still go to the Home tab. In the Home tab, you will identify this particular group. This is called the number group. And in the number group, you will see an icon with the dollar sign. This converts a number that is an ordinary number to a currency. If you open this little pointed arrow that is by this side, you will see different countries have different currencies, and it is represented by different signs, different icons. For this, it represents the dollar, the American dollar. So we'll use this one. The next to that is the percentage icon. You can use that to convert a number from an ordinary number to a percentage. After that, you will see the comma icon. You can change the style of a number using the comma icon. Then next to that is increasing decimal places. You use that to increase decimal places, and the other one is to decrease decimal places. Let's see how we can apply these different number styles. Okay, the first one is amount of clothing materials in years. You don't need to change that number because it's quantity. The next one is price per yard. That is a currency, so let us use the dollar sign, the dollar icon, to change it, change the style to currency. The next thing is price per row. We still use the dollar icon to change that. Then we have packaging cost, is also the dollar icon. Price per button, we also apply that. Then labor rate, we apply the same dollar icon. That is how to apply dollar icon. The next thing we're going to do is mark off for overhead and profit for the supplier. We are going to type 25% here. If you just type 25% and use the percentage icon as we did, you will not get the correct. You will get 2500%. That is not what we want. What we want is 25%. So you will first of all click to highlight the cell. Then you format the cell by clicking on the percentage icon. Then type your 25. Then you will get the percentage attached to it. The next thing we'll do is to apply the comma icon. If you want to apply the comma icon, you will need your figure to be in the thousands. So if you have it like this, 5,000, you click it, then click on your comma icon. That is how to use a separator in your number. Following that is the increasing decimal places. If you click on this, you are increasing your decimal places. Then when you click on the opposite side, you are decreasing your decimal places. That is how to use it. Now let's return to our 500. Now the next thing we're going to do is to apply the complex mathematical formula. This is how it is done in Microsoft Excel. Like our traditional mathematics, before you start a formula, you will type an equal to sign. Then you will group items that you will need to multiply them together. You group them inside one bracket or parenthesis. So for our calculation here, we are going to, you can choose to type it inside, in the formula bar. So here we are going to open a bracket and we say P4 multiplied by P5 B4 is the quantity of material that we need, B5 is the price. You add that to open a fresh bracket, you say B6 multiplied by B7, you close that bracket, you add that to B8, which is your packaging cost, you add that to, you open a fresh bracket and you say B9 multiplied by B10, you close your bracket, you add that to B11 multiplied by B12, close your bracket, you need to open bracket here, then here you now have the total cost. These are all your costs, but you are expected to pay 25% of all these to your supplier. So you multiply these by, you open a fresh bracket and you type 1 plus this particular cell, which is 25%, and you close the bracket. Then press your enter key on your keyboard. You will get $65,875. That represents the total cost that you're going to pay to your supplier. I mean, total shoe cost amount that particular item, 100 units of special safety jacket, should cost $65,875. That is how we build a shoe cost model. Then if the quote you are going to receive from the supplier is far much more bigger than this, you have the reason to negotiate with him, because you already understand the current market prices for the items that is going to supply. What are the different uses of a shoe cost model? You can use shoe cost model to negotiate with your supplier. 2, you can use shoe cost model for your budgeting. 3, you can use your shoe cost model as a reference for further transactions. Thank you for watching. I hope you have benefited from this very short training. Please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and comment in our comment section, because more of these type of videos are on the way coming. If you do those things, you'll be the first to receive our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.